All right. Welcome to my new book. It's called Right or Rich. Would you like to be right or rich? The reason I'm writing this book is because I need to do this for me, not to teach anyone else, but to document my journey. I spent the last 3 or 4 decades of my life, maybe 5 decades, rebelling against everything. I was always scared that if I was a part of a system, I'd be boxed in, someone's going to try to change me, I'm going to lose my identity. There's reasons growing up in my family. There's reasons for that. There was things that happened, things that didn't connect fully. And so I came out of the family. You know what? And even more so, my mom told me I was born like that. She said, since you were literally, she said, since you came out of me, you were testing everything. Everything. You were testing. You didn't learn that. You just came that way. Now, so that's the way I showed up on the planet. I have rebelled against everything. Pharma, politics, school, anything, any box that tried to tell me what to do. I was like, no, I will not conform. I didn't want to conform. I didn't want to lose my sovereignty. I didn't want to lose my identity. And I swung the pendulum, like extremely swung the pendulum in some ways that didn't work for me. There's some ways it really worked for me. But there's some ways that, wow, I went too far. So the purpose of this book is to document this process of me letting go and allowing myself to venture into specifically my system. I choose to get involved this year because I've honestly wanted to do this for like 30 years of my life. I'd only ever found one 30 years ago almost that I was such a fan of. And then things went sideways. It's a new company and kind of got crippled in that situation. But I got bit with a bug and I've been looking for one to return to ever since. So I'm intentionally doing this in school. I never gave a fuck what anyone told me to do. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be told why. I never explained why I should do that. Why should I believe that? Why? And again, I'm not just poo-pooing on myself. There's ways this assisted me in life, but there's some learning. There's some there's something here for me to lean into, and I feel it and I know it. So I'm writing this book. Would you like to be right or rich? Because I always wanted to be right. Number one, I love fence testing. I love stirring the pot because I would get bored. I was bored in school. I was bored in religion. I was bored in. It just seemed so fucking boring to me. It's like these systems, they provided frameworks, but they often lacked any kind of, at least for me. And now I have seen why they work. Because frameworks, systems, and also duplication, also processes, allow for things to happen. Which honestly, and replicate that can't happen without a system and a framework. That's why recipes are so important. That's why, whether in the kitchen or anything, in sales process, in coaching practices, recipes are real. I always looked at the bathroom. No, but it's boring. It's not exciting. Great. I want to express myself. I want to talk. And I realized for my next level of growth, my next area of growth, it's time for me to lean into a bit around. It's I never thought of this not to myself, but I honestly, it's time for me to change directions. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on the beach in Oregon. Wow, there's a lot of dust kicking up here. Anyway, I'm going to walk like this. I decided to change directions. I decided to go a different way going forward. I decided to try something I've never tried before, to work within a framework and a system and let go of my temptation to feel like, oh my God, this is going to change, control me, break me. It's going to, that's a trigger. That's a triggered response that I learned. There's reasons why I feel like that, and they're valid reasons. I'm allowed to feel how I feel. But I look at my life and I'm like, I don't want the same results 1 year from now. Shit, 3 months from now. My physical body changed when I changed the input. I never wanted to discipline myself to workout routine 6 days a week. I would do like 3 days. It's four. I didn't want to be controlled. I didn't want to be. And I see the same thing. It's the same reason why I never got a singing coach in the last 27 years. I didn't want someone telling me what to do. It's the same reason why I didn't get business coaches for years. It's like this fear I've carried of losing myself, of being changed. That's a trigger. So this book, this is a reflection of it. It's a, this is my journey of learning. It's like my heart was always, I was always a rebel at heart. I was always a rebel at heart. But for me to taste that promised land, the thing I dream of, the heaven on earth that I dream of, I don't get to be the rebel 100%. I also have to work within the frameworks, or else literally I'd be alone my whole life and I'd be surrounded by no one. And I don't know any successful rebels. They're usually on their own and they're usually not, haven't achieved the success they want to achieve. And so I need to learn to comply and let go of this fear of being changed. So that's the purpose of this book. That's why I'm fucking writing this book. It's for my own. It's not to teach you. It's to document my own journey. Maybe I'll write a chapter a week. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm committing to this process all of 2026. As I said, it's the 26th of January. Is it 26? Yeah, it's 26th of January. And I finished my launch event to cap off my 3 years of doing online business. And it's been a beautiful experience. Last 3 years taught me a lot of things: how to work with people, how to be less open, how to hold space, how to shut my mouth, how to lead people, how to build teams and community. I did it because I felt like I was supposed to. Like I felt this inner calling. It's not like I longed for it. I longed for connection, but I just did it because I was like, well, I feel like I'm supposed to. And I didn't know what else to do. So I did that. And after 3 years of doing it, 11 days ago was my anniversary, the start of my fourth year. I was like, okay, now I know who I am, especially in 2025. I wrote a couple books. One called Am I Lovable? A Journey Home, which was the beginning of a lot of this. And then the second one, last summer, I started was called Bring the Beast. So owning your fangs, your claws. But this one is about learning to play by the rules of life. I fought this for a very long time. Fought the rules. And some of the rules can bend and some of the rules are optional, but some of those rules They're mandatory. And they'll break you. Eventually, they'll break you because some parts of life, they're just things that are true. And I wanted everything to bend to me. I did. I wanted everything to bend to me. And some of those rules broke me. So this is my journey of going from a rebel at all costs to using a lot more wisdom, to learning the lessons I need to learn so I get the life I want. Ultimately, I just want the fucking life I want. I want the life I want. For me, I would rather be rich than be right. If I had to sacrifice one, I'll take being wrong. But everything I want in life involves riches, financially for sure. Also, riches in health, riches in wealth, riches in my body, riches in relationships. Like I want riches. I to be rich in everything, rich in joy and peace and love, rich in spirituality. I don't want to be bankrupt. I don't want to be broke in any area of my life. The rules have broken me sometimes because I didn't want to consent. So this is my story of letting go of being rebellious, always having to be rebellious, and we'll see where it takes me.